Welcome back!
Welcome back, or welcome as the case may be. We are a close-knit family.
I didn't prepare anything funny to say.
Oh, good. Okay. I'm Sue.
I'm Michael.
I'm Melissa.
And welcome back, Melissa.
Hey!
We haven't seen Oh, what episode is this?
16?
16.
16.
This is episode 16. We haven't seen Melissa since episode 4.
Our podcast can drive.
What?
We're in our 16th episode, so it can drive.
Oh! Okay. Well, you know, in some places it could have driven for a while now.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about that, actually, about the Alberta whole thing this morning, because one of our knitting friends from, it's Saturday, July. I wrote it down.
21st.
2018.
We are a knitcast from...
Coming from Armstrong.
in the North Okanagan region of...
British
Columbia.
Canada. Melissa's being very pretty today. Which is kind of how it went last time, too. Just got to keep up with us here, honey. Just keep up.
Just yes and.
Yes and.
Yes, and?
I'm not very good at that. I like to be in control. Anyway, so at knitting this morning, one of our knitting friends from Alberta was with us, and we were talking about the different driving regs from province to province and stuff like that. Anyway, so yeah, whatever. And that brought me to something that was really kind of cool I wanted to talk about. And I don't know how many people have heard of like prayer shawls or comfort shawls, but we're one of our knitting friends has a situation, and anyway, so she's having she's knitting a prayer shawl for a family member, and what I'm trying to say is we were knitting on it again this morning, and I have a picture here of my friend Cindy knitting on the prayer shawl at knitting this morning. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
And so just sort of on that note, but I had a busy week.
Yeah. I've had a pretty busy week too.
Me too.
Yeah. I had a busy week. So I was at the beach knitting. There's some pictures here.
Yep.
There's a little shorty video of what, you know, our one of our many beaches look like. This one is at Kalamalka Lake, which is quite well known for its green color that it gets in the summertime. But we had a lovely evening. They were setting up for volleyball. They get it's about 8, I think, volleyball nets set up on the beach.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And anyway, so yeah, we had dinner at the beach. And we had a duck come into the sunshade that Julie had set up. Good times. And I have a picture of Julie wearing this sweater because we went cherry picking. And so some pictures of the orchard that we were picking in. And Julie picking some cherries. And
having a walk through the orchard.
That's why I was taking her picture. It's a stroll in the orchard. Yes. Okay. And I'm just looking to see what other pictures. Oh yeah, and I love this sign. Pick cherries at your own risk. But then I almost fell off the ladder.
Oh. Yeah, don't do that.
Julie saved me. Well, the thing is you want to get the cherries from the ones that are right up at the very, very top.
Okay.
Of the tree.
Okay.
You don't want to like stand on the ground and pick, and you don't even want to go up like 3 steps on the ladder and pick. You want the ones that are right up at the top. And orchard ladders, if you've seen them, is you've got like your, a ladder, and then this side is just a stick. I mean, not a stick, but it's a single thing. So it's not like a regular ladder where you've sort of got the 4 legs.
Oh, it's only got 3.
You've got like 3.
Okay.
And so we'd set this ladder up in and amongst the tree, and we had the tripod part of it wasn't like dead center, it was off to one side.
No.
And I just, you know, I'm going right up there. I'm going to get the cherries that are right up on top.
I know where this is going.
So I get up there and it's like, okay, if I hold on to the parts of the tree, I can step, you know, I can let go of the ladder and hold it and I can keep climbing up.
Yeah.
And I got like one step beyond holding on to the thing and the whole ladder started to go out from under me.
Oh no.
So Julie came like, Julie came swooping in and held the ladder for me. It was very nice. But yeah, that was, so yes, pick cherries at your own risk. Yes. And what else was happening? So picking cherries and, and I reconditioned the yarn from, so the sweater I've been designing, that I was knitting, that I couldn't stand the color. I finally frogged it and I had to recondition the yarn. So there's a couple pictures here. First of soaking the yarn, and then I skeined it up. Well, first I skeined it. Then I soaked it. And then I hung it, and with a little bit of weight to get it straight. Okay. So a couple pictures there of that. And now I'm using it again.
Why do you recondition the yarn?
Well, you know, I've never gone that far before. Mm-hmm. But sometimes, like if you take, so after you've knit something, it's all, like if you pull it out, and you've seen it, it's all wavy and bumpy and it's been knotted. And sometimes if you knit with that afterwards, it screws up your tension. And you can get weird bumpy things where you didn't want them, and so you recondition it, and but you can still see, even with this, right? It's still got a little bit of it's looser, and it's a little bit sort of bumpy, right? Sorry, I'm trying to get it. There we go. It's a little bit kind of bumpy. Anyway, but it just helps you to, so you could do that to any sweater. If you have an old sweater, or if you have something you've knit that you're just like, okay, I knit it, but I'm never ever going to use it or give it to anyone or whatever. You can, and you can frog it and recondition the yarn and use the yarn again. So it doesn't have to be that was great, it's going to the thrift store. You can use it again. So, cool. Yeah. So that's why you do that. Okay. And I know I'm just verbal diarrhea here. I just wanted to say a thank you to Krista, who's the friend from Alberta who was visiting.
Okay. Krista, the friend from Alberta who was visiting, and we were knitting the shawl for.
And she just happened to be at knitting today.
Okay.
She used to live here. She moved to Alberta, and
she
actually
happened to be at knitting today.
She knits with the Cozy Up.
Oh.
Girls.
Cool.
So she knits in their little knitting group. Anyway, I went to knitting this morning and I didn't have breakfast before I left. Yeah. Which, I have really bad eating habits, and me not eating breakfast isn't really unusual.
No.
But this morning, I was feeling it. I was feeling pretty weird. So Krista said, well, come on, let's go to Blends across the street. I didn't even know there was a Blends across the street.
Yep.
She's like, I don't even look.
The library.
Oh, there's a Blends across here from the library?
Yeah, it's in the bottom of that Nixon Wenger building.
Yeah.
So we popped over there to get a muffin or something, and they were closed.
Oh.
So I think she just wanted a coffee. I can't remember. Maybe something to eat. So as we leave, she says, well, do you want a fruit leather? And I was like, yes! So normally I would just say, no, that's,
Yeah, but
I was like, yes. And she said, well, I'm diabetic, so I always have these with me. And I'm like, now I'm taking your emergency stash.
Oh, no!
She said, no, I have more. And then when we got back into the knitting room at the library, she's like, here, have another one. I was like, okay, yeah. So she kind of got me through this morning. So Thank you, Krista. You saved me this morning. All right. Cool. Does someone else want to talk about our sock along?
Talk about our sock along. Well, we have
What's a sock along?
Well, I'm about to tell you.
Listen to my... Have you been watching?
Oh, God, Melissa, you're so unsupportive.
But...
We love you anyway.
So we have ongoing a sock along. So we have a thread going on our Ravelry group for you to post completed pairs of adult socks. And for every pair of adult socks completed, you're entered into a draw, which we will do. We're running this until Christmas-ish, December 25th. For every pair of completed socks, again, entry. For every pair of socks that you donate somewhere, food bank, Salvation Army, thrift store...
Someone in need.
Someone in need, we'll give you another entry.
Yeah, so you just need to post your picture of your finished object on the faux thread. And you know what? If you forget to take a picture, we're not going to be police about this. If somebody just feels they have to like cheat and enter draws to win stuff, then that's their problem issue, not mine. So yeah, if you do donate as well, then just post it twice.
Yeah. And we're also saying that by the end of it, whoever donates the most is an automatic winner of one prize, but they are still also eligible for the draw.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cool. So that's our donating talk along.
Yeah.
I'm eating M&Ms today. M&Ms are kind of my favorite.
They're very good.
Here, I'll put them more centralized so everyone can partake.
And
you moved them away from me, Mike.
It's for your own good.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we're also...
Yeah, don't forget you have to talk, Melissa.
No, she doesn't have to talk. She just has to get the M&Ms in her mouth. It's okay. It's only going out on the internet. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Okay, so we're also having our brioche along.
Yes. Oh, I need to get started on my brioche. Or maybe I'll do my socks. I still haven't figured out what I'm doing. I had this dilemma last week and I still haven't figured out what I'm going to start.
I can't help you with that. So, we're having a brioche along. This one is going to the end of August. And I am working on Gina's Hat and Cowl by Pearl Soho. This is the cowl part of it. And I'm making this for my husband. And so we're not going to say how awful the greens are because the last time we said it, they turned out to be just fine. So we're kind of trusting and hoping that when we go and do our editing that we're going to look at it and go, oh.
And this will be the last time we say anything about it.
Yeah. So I haven't done a whole bunch on this week because I have been trying to finish and excited about restarting some of my other projects. So this kind of sat, but this will likely get finished because I'm actually not going to be here for the next 3 weekends. 10 days of that will be camping, and there'll be some driving knitting going down to Vancouver, and anyway.
What she's saying is you and I are going to have a lot of time together.
Yeah, we're trying to prepare for that a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm going to have lots of knitting time and that. So, brioche along. If you're already doing something in brioche, when did we start this? 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, yeah. Because you hadn't started that
Yeah.
yet when we started it.
So so if there's something you're currently working on and you want to enter it, I'm the only one so far on our brioche page, so your chances of winning are like really high.
1 in 1.
Yeah.
As of right now.
As of right now. I've never done brioche before, so this is me saying, just getting the basics. This happens to be a really simple, a very simple, straightforward pattern.
What is that cast on? Is that just curled
Oh,
up?
that's
or
just
is
curled
that...
up.
Okay.
So the bottom of that is just curled up garter stitch.
Okay. I was like, that looks
Or
funky.
stocking stitch, I mean.
What's brioche? I'm sure I've asked this
This
before.
is brioche.
This is brioche.
So you see how you have the ridges of one color and the valleys of a different,
Okay.
And then turn it over.
Oh, and it's
and it's the opposite on the other side.
That's wicked cool.
It's it's
And it's very squishy and warm
and
Yeah.
notoriously difficult.
It's different, right? Like I'm not finding it that hard to
you
do.
like knit in your sleep. So, I mean,
but I can tell sort of right away when because I'm very good at reading my knitting, and I think that's really the key for any knitter is you've got to be able to read your knitting. And
one of the first things you taught me was how to read rows in garter stitch.
Yeah, and how to look at a stitch. Like there's something wrong here. You could tell there was something wrong.
Yeah. And
how to look at it and go, okay, so what's missing here?
Yeah.
Right? Like why is it looking weird? So anyway, because I'm good at reading my knitting, so I can tell quite quickly if it's gone wrong. But overall, I find the brioche not too difficult. I've even managed to fix a mistake or two. So, and you can do some amazing patterns. I'm sure I've shown you some that are just absolutely
I'm
gorgeous.
sure I've asked before. I just
And if you're working on the what do you call it? The Across the Prairies cowl that the Cozy Up girls are doing, which is they're doing the Inspiration Station by Stephen West.
Okay. Oh, Stephen West. I know Stephen West.
Oh, see?
Or I know of Stephen West.
Yeah. It's got brioche in it. If you're done before the end of August, you can enter it. Theirs goes until I think the end of September.
Yeah. I think if you look up like brioche on Google Images, a whole bunch of Steve West designs are the first thing that come up.
He uses a lot of brioche. It's pretty cool. So, wow.
Wow.
We need to we've been talking knitting.
Yeah, we've been talking about knitting.
I babbled.
Yeah.
Okay, but I said I had a busy week. Did you have a busy week?
I was just working.
And then I talked about the beach and cherry picking, and then there was Civic Sounds music at the down in Vernon at the plaza. I was knitting there.
Yeah.
Knitting.
I was just working. So my busy was
Yeah.
my busy was week that way.
Yeah. Anything your busy week you want to share?
I had a lot of stuff going on
this week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we're on foes.
Foes?
Foes. Finished object.
F-O.
Okay.
Finished object. So Melissa is wearing. You've got to lean forward a smidge for me here. There we go.
We are counting it as a faux.
It's not really a faux, but I'm gonna I'll be finished it before the end of the day, and then I'm away for 3 weeks. So we're calling it a faux. Because I still have, I have to block this and make it pretty. And this one, I've just started the cast off. So this is a stroll in the orchard using Mid-Knit Cravings yarn.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you guys, the regular viewers, could name the colors. Okay, go. Right?
Yep.
Uh-huh. And then this one.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so yeah, fruit stand, but I want to call it cherry because you know what? This has every color of cherries in it.
It's a very cherry color.
Yeah.
Even a little bit of the rainier.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then blackberry down at the bottom. So yeah, it's Granny Smith.
You like cherries?
Well, the rainier cherries.
All right.
Bartlett pear, Freestone peach, fruit stand, and blackberry. And so I've got a little bit of the leaf pattern down here.
Maybe Melissa wearing this wasn't the greatest idea.
I'm good. I got this modeling thing down.
A picot bind off. Anyway.
I'm not sure how all that turned off, but the bind off has little what would you call those?
They're called picos.
Picos. Okay.
They're sort of like little bobbles.
Yeah, little
Get
bobbles,
undressed.
little knots.
Get undressed.
Undressing
for us.
on camera. All right.
Oh,
Oh,
we're
careful!
stuck.
Careful!
Ah!
no, don't pull. There we go.
There we go.
Wardrobe malfunction. So what Mike wanted me to, well, here, I'm going to do it on the part that's already been, because the picos are along the bottom as well.
Yeah.
So the little bumps.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we
those are
also have those
on the sleeves.
on,
Sweet.
this is very warm, on the sleeves.
Seems to be the general reaction to me today. Oh, you're very warm. Okay.
So anyway, that's no pattern for this. I just made it up. I had 5 50-gram skeins of yarn. So I basically made the size based on how much yarn I had available to me. And
There it is.
And there it is. So for those people who are saying, oh, can't wait to see it at Knit City. Yeah, I won't be wearing it. So unless Melissa comes with me, you won't see it at Knit City. Unless I, have it in a bag and go, oh, here it is, every time someone asks me about it. But yeah, I won't
Wouldn't be the worst idea.
Whatever. I want to be carrying around new yarn in my bag, not
True.
something I already made. Okay.
True. Whips.
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 Work in progress.
Okay.
That would be your blanket.
That would be my blanket. That's not here.
So maybe we'll try and screen capture a picture or something of Melissa's blanket from the last time she showed it to us.
Yeah.
It looks exactly the same.
Because it looks just exactly the same. And that we'll see if we, Melissa's.
So I've been working on my Ranger cowl, and it is very big. Now, so that's
we backwards
the
again?
wrong side. Yes.
Mike likes sharing the wrong side. It's quite reversible.
So, and it also has a
Cable needle.
cable needle. So yeah, here it is. It is very big. Yeah. So I've now gone through the 20 repeats of the main body, and then new for me this time was a little bit of short rows up here. You may be able to see how
Yep, we get that
get the
sort of arrow look.
Yeah. So, because otherwise this was leaning out, and now it's leaning back in, and now I have just a couple more. I have, what do I have? I have a couple repeats on the binding off section, and then a couple edge rows, and then I bind off and sew it together. So yeah.
All right, and so do you do any more short rows?
No more short rows in this project. But yeah, it's just a lot of the same, a lot more of the same.
And those short rows just disappear.
It really help. This project really helps you make those short rows disappear with the fact that they're not all in the stockinette section. They're in this weird garter purl section.
I like it a lot. You want to make your sister one?
How about you make it?
No.
Yes, you can do it. That's how this all started.
Started with me sending this to Mom and saying, "Hey, can I get one of this?" And Mom saying, "Make it yourself."
Hey, you're on.
Send help. Please send help.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so my whips. So we've seen my brioche, and we've seen I'm finishing up the stroll in the orchard, and so I restarted my sweater that I've been working on designing.
Nice. And it works.
So I'm just trying to, because it's like if you overstretch, then the thingies, then you don't get. Anyway, so 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 I've got started from my collar down. I had an issue before originally with where the collar joins, and it was a little floppy, but I've fixed that up. And there's some other sort of tips and tricks that I've come across since I started designing this. So I'm happy to have restarted it because I can incorporate those things into it, and that makes me happy. So here's the yarn that we went on our big journey last week for, all caked up. I'm ready to go. So again, I hope to be well into that the next time that I see you as well. Those are my socks I haven't touched. Did I have anything else on the go?
I don't think so.
Socks, brioche, orchard.
I don't think you had anything else.
I think that
Because
was
that's
it.
not enough.
Oh,
Man, I gotta find a project to do for the next 3 weeks.
Oh, honey. Well, yeah, socks or brioche.
Socks or brioche,
I guess.
yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess either one.
My birthday's
I should
coming
at
up.
least get you started on.
Or maybe I'll find some pattern that I can just do.
Yeah, but I can just give you like the pattern for the socks. You can follow.
Yeah.
Although, do you know how to pick up stitches?
Yes. It's just like making one, isn't it? But then you wouldn't knit it?
No.
Oh.
No. Anyway, acquisition!
Acquisitions! That's not yarn.
I got blocking mats!
Hey! I don't know why, but I thought blocking mats were like a more formal thing and not just foam mats.
These are my blocking mats. Well, yeah. No, blocking mats are they're foam mats. Something you can stick pins in and stretch your stuff out on. And I got them at Walmart. And they were pretty cheap. Right after Walmart, I went to crappy Canadian Tire, and they had the exact same thing, and they were like $5 more. And then if I went to a yarn store where you would have got like the 1 foot one, the 12-inch ones.
Yep, and they'd be special.
They would have been like $49.
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah.
Anyway, so I've got 16 square feet. There's four 2x2 mats there, and considering I never had anything before.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Looking forward to using those. Okay. Mike.
Hi.
What do you bring to the table?
Oh, what do I bring to the table today? Today I bring a game called Star Realms. Star Realms is a game that fits into the same genre as Dominion. So it's the same... It's the card building, the deck building.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I like that game.
Yeah, it fits into the same genre as that. You're doing more or less the same thing. In Star Realms, you are... It's never really said who you're playing as, but you're build up your military through shipping and trade. Then use your mighty fleet of warships to protect what's yours and take what isn't.
You should get into radio with a voice like that.
That's funny because Mike works in radio, but not on air, except for
sometimes,
once in a while.
Sometimes. Star Realms is great for many reasons. It's just the deck building genre is very good. One of my favorite genres of game. This is also a nice micro game. So this is the entire game. This is all you need, and one other person. It's for ages 12 plus, 2 players, and they say it takes about 20 minutes to play. So, highly recommend Star Realms. It also has an app version that is free. So maybe if you're thinking of getting this, pick up the app version, see how you like it, and then get a physical copy, which is what I did. And I am very happy with Star Realms.
Cool. Awesome.
Oh. Star Realms can be played with up to 6 players. You just need to buy another one of these for every 2 players.
There you go. And you don't need a dice bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. So this is where I was going to talk about reconditioned yarn.
Oh.
But, so insert reconditioned yarn here. Okay, good. Do you want to bring anything to the table? Okay, good. Thanks for participating. It's great to have you here.
I'm just here for the chocolate.
I know. We're glad you're here. We're glad you're part of our close-knit family. Okay, so here's a just for fun quiz. We're not awarding prizes or anything.
There will be people who know us who know this.
Ooh.
Like Lori.
Okay, so if you know the answer, go ahead and put your guess in. But you didn't have to say who it was, because now everyone's going to look for Lori's answer. If you know the answer to this, put your guess in, but don't say, yeah, I know the answer to this. So you can put your guess in just for fun. But who's older? Is it the bearded one? Or the long-haired one?
Is it?
And I'm not. No, you can't win by picking me.
Is it? Is it M or M?
So Michael or Melissa, in case you forgot. Missy, Melissa, Mel.
Vote now on your phones.
The really pretty. The pretty one. Yeah.
The not so pretty one.
The not so pretty one.
You're pretty. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so, yes. Who's older? We might have even talked about that in the past. But I just thought that would be fun, because we're sitting here and people are always like, oh, who's the old, anyway. Okay.
I had someone ask if we were twins.
Okay, they're not twins.
We're not twins.
No, this is not a trick question. One of us is definitely older.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay. Events from around the world. I did pretty good today, actually. Okay. So, on Friday.
Friday?
July 27th.
Yes.
It's the Happy Knit Night at Yarn Over, Berlin.
I'm sorry, where?
In Berlin.
Yarn Over. Yarn Over in Berlin.
Yeah.
Oh, Yarn Over Berlin in Berlin. Okay.
What?
Some sort of convention.
Or they just, maybe, I don't know.
It's a
maybe
store.
there's a store called Yarn Over. I don't know.
Yarn Over Berlin.
In Berlin. And that would be in Germany. Yay! Okay. Happy Knit Night in Berlin. Berlin. It said Berlin all over this thing. So it's in
Berlin. Friday, July 27th. Be there.
And on Saturday, July 28th, it's Fibernate Farmers Market. Summer edition.
You gotta get that summer edition.
At the James Lee Community Center in Falls Church, Virginia.
Hang on. Let me exercise my radio voice. Saturday, July 28th at the Fibernate Farmers Market Summer Edition at the James Lee Community Center in Falls Church, Virginia.
So good.
Thanks for that. Okay, and for our local yokels, or our BCites, or our Southern Albertans, or anyone, really, looking forward to November 17th and 18th.
That's far ahead, Mom.
It is. This was submitted by
Petra!
This is Embrace All the Stitches Retreat, put on by Riverstone Yarns at the Caslow Hotel in Caslow, BC. So thank you, Petra, for submitting your event to be, or not your event, but this
event that you would like to share.
To be included in events from around the world.
Where's Caslow?
Caslow is in that way.
Okay.
in Kootenays.
Got it.
Oh, yeah. I had a feeling it was in the Kootenays. Anyway.
It's that way. I don't know exactly where.
Okay.
It's that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good then.
Okay, and so that's the end of our regularly scheduled program.
Wowza.
And this is the last time we'll see you for
so,
a couple weeks.
Well, you guys will see me because, like I said, I've been doing some prep work so that Mike's got, you know, a little bit of help.
So that I'm not entirely by myself.
So you're not going,
I may
tweet.
I may try to get
Crickets,
some
crickets.
I may try to get some friends on. I may not. Well, I may try, but they may not.
Yeah.
So
that's a possibility.
yeah.
Oh, and I did want to hit up our Ravelry page.
Yes.
Close Knit Family.
Yes.
And go into the introduce yourself.
Yes.
And introduce yourself.
Yes.
Get in and enter our alongs.
Mm-hmm.
Follow us on Instagram.
Instagram.
Close Knit Family Knitcast.
Yep. If you need to send us an email, cnfpodcast@gmail.com. Yes, I know it should be a K, but cnf@podcast.
Go with it. And yeah, comment. Tell us. Comment here.
Comment here, yes.
Comment here. Like us. Subscribe.
Well, you don't have to like us. We would just like it if you liked the video on
Okay,
YouTube.
good call.
Yeah.
Good call. Good call.
But I
No
hope-
requirement to
I-
like
yeah,
us.
yeah.
I hope they like us.
Yeah.
Well, we should get tons of likes because you're here this time.
I know.
Yeah. Yes.
Subscribe.
Share.
Hit the bell icon so you're notified every time we upload a video. Which
Tell
is,
everyone you know.
I guess I haven't actually shared. We try to upload videos every Monday at 9 a.m. So
That's the goal.
yeah,
I get notified.
we've
My
missed.
phone goes ding, and I go, "Oh look!"
I think we've missed once, but that was like
That-
our second episode.
It was a long weekend.
I feel like there was something. There was one that was early too. I feel like there was
Maybe.
one.
Well,
that
well,
I don't know.
well, yeah, because we originally we're trying to upload on Sundays.
I think we were trying to hit Sunday nights or something.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Anyway, Mike does all that.
New videos Mondays at 9 a.m.
Yeah. So,
Pacific time.
yeah, thanks for joining us. We appreciate
you.
you spending a little bit of time with us. We hope your knitting is going well.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, in the introduce yourself, send us pictures of what you're working on, you know, like so that we can, and if you do send us a picture, you can, if you're all right with us sharing a picture of your project, just put a little note that we can share it if we want to.
That may be something we start doing.
Yeah,
Just sharing.
because I would like to share pictures of the stuff that people are because we haven't done that because we don't really have the right to. If you don't say that we can. So there's that. All right. So I guess that's it.
That's about it.
Yeah.
So
Keep
your
family
knitting close and your
knitting
family closer. Bye.
Bye.